Cody. Yay! Hi friends, thank you so much for joining me on my channel again. Today I am doing sort of a quick, easy, simple little project because it's been a big week. If you're watching this in the future, Joe Biden was just announced the president-elect. Yay! Cody. Yay! So it's been a week full of stress and anxiety, which is most of my weeks to be fair, but more this week. So I'm leaving this to the last minute. It's going up tomorrow. So I'm just going to do a really simple project with some acorns that I've picked from my backyard. We have an oak tree at our Airbnb, so I've had the opportunity to pick up some acorns. I'm just gonna make like a cute little necklace. So yeah. I decided I wanted to make this necklace completely out of things I found around my house. So, like I said, the acorns came from my backyard under the oak tree. I spent a few weeks just picking up acorns that I thought were pretty and were fully intact and had their caps. And then, of course, while I stored them, the caps came off, but those were pretty easy to match back up. I also decided that I was going to use embroidery floss to attach the acorns to the necklace. And then I, of course, have a hot glue gun. And I have leftover necklace chain that Janie had purchased to repair a necklace of her own. So I was able to do this out of completely found objects, which was nice. At first, I was thinking I would try to sort of drill a hole through the acorn cap with my needle and thread the embroidery floss that way. Here's me using my teeth because that's a genius idea, but that didn't work. So I went back to the drawing board after playing around with it for a while and just decided to use the stem of the acorn cap and wrap the embroidery floss around that. I got all I could ever need. I swear you walked out of my wildest dreams. Yeah, I got you, honey, and you got me. Once the string was attached to the acorn cap, I just needed to attach the actual nut to the cap itself. So I just used a little bit of hot glue to press it in there. I think it worked out really well. It was super easy. I had a little bit of spillover, but nothing too bad. The next thing I needed to do was attach the actual acorn to the chain. So this was a pretty wide chain. Each link was just about the width of my needle itself, which worked out really nicely because I ended up just stitching the embroidery floss in between the chains. It seems good luck's finally on my side. She pulls the sheets off of me every night. Whispers my name, tells the sun to rise. Yeah, she brings me back to life. Once I finished and I sort of trimmed the extra pieces off, I decided that I didn't love the way the green floss looked by itself. It was just a little bit muddied between the brass chain and the green floss and the brown acorn. I thought it just needed something to brighten it up a bit. I decided to take some white floss and add an accent thread in there just to make it pop a little more. Our names into that old oak tree, buzzing with song just like the birds and the bees. Years from now we'll come back and see that we were always meant to be. Once Wash got bored and left me alone, I was able to finish up wrapping and adding that white thread. I also decided to add a second acorn, a much smaller acorn, onto the first one, just by doing the same thing, wrapping that white thread around the stem and enforcing it with hot glue, and adding it just slightly above the first acorn on the necklace. Wash was not done supervising because embroidery floss is very interesting if you're a cat. Yeah, I got you, honey, and you got me. Yeah, I got you, honey, and you got me. Yeah, I got all I could ever need. Once everything was secure, I decided to use the little bit of extra embroidery floss that I had to create a little tassel down the front. So I just used that extra embroidery floss, added it to the little bit that I had hanging off, and then used my needle to separate the strands. It might have been too much hanging off this necklace, but I thought it was kind of fun, and it would be really easy to remove if I decide later that I don't like it. Whispers my name, tells the sun to rise. Yeah, she brings me back to life. I got you, honey, and you got me. I got all I could ever need. It's like you walked out of my wildest dreams. Yeah, I got you, honey, and you got me. Hey friends, thank you so much for joining me on this little simple project. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give me a like and a subscribe. Leave a comment, let me know how you found me. I always appreciate those. I'm a little channel and I am growing, and all of those comments and any engagement you can give me helps with the algorithm. So with that, thank you so much. Have an absolutely lovely day. Bye. That we were always meant to be.